Hello, I'm Perry Beals, and this is a psychic rose reading and healing to take a look at the energy of pain in the left side of the body. Just setting the intention that this reading and healing will be in alignment with the highest good, that it will be powerful and gentle, and that any lessons, messages, or healing that come through today will be easily and effortlessly integrated into the fields of all those who are choosing to participate in this group reading. It is my intention that inner knowing will arise, that clarity will present itself, and that anyone who chooses to participate in this group reading and healing will leave it feeling better than they did when they began. So I'm just going to go ahead now and tap into the group energy. This is okay. So in my mind's eye, I'm going to pull up an image of a neutral rose. We're just going to take a look at the energy of the rose as a vessel for looking at the pain in the left side of the body. This reading and healing is for whoever is watching it and wants to receive the healing. So I'm looking at the group aura of every single person that will ever see this video who has pain in the left side of their body and is in need of healing. Bringing up that image of a neutral rose, and within that rose, I place the essence of our group here. And the rose that I see that appears before me is a yellow rose. It is about 68% open, so fairly open to receiving this spiritual information today. Just asking about the color here. Friendship and clarity is sort of the vibration coming through in this group right now. So I'm going to look through the whole rose, and then we'll go back and we'll do the healing wherever it is that I am instructed to do that healing to be supportive of the relief of this pain that we are experiencing. So taking a look next at the hip of the rose. The hip is where I can understand the communication aspect in our group's energy field as it relates to that left body pain. And the hip is very, very compressed, very, very thin. So the hip is the little round part that sits just beneath the head of the rose there. Rose hips, you've heard of probably the tea or the medicine. This one is squished totally flat. So there is this feeling of compression of the voice, compression of the capacity to understand clearly spiritual messages. So not a lot of energy traveling through this space in our group as we experience this pain in our left side. The hip actually is thinner than the stem. So the stem is a nice green color. I do see a little bit of thorniness there, so a little bit of old pain coming through, especially right around the heart place. But like I said, it narrows right down in the communication hip of this rose. I also see that at the base of the stem, it kind of turns really woody, almost looks like a tree trunk, so very thick, like you would see on those, the redwood, the giant redwood, or the grand sequoia, or these kind of trees that have like, the bark has ridges so thick that you can almost kind of like stick your hand in there, these big, huge tree trunks. So really extended at the bottom of the stem of the rose. This is the place where I can understand the second chakra. The second chakra is the place of communication. The second chakra is the place of creativity and creation and also emotions. So there is a lot that is trapped down there, which doesn't surprise me at all, given that we're having a hard time expressing ourselves. So there is this feeling of the weight of old emotions that are sitting down there in the second chakra, that are sitting down there, the weight of all of the creations that you have within you that you haven't been able to express. That's what I'm feeling here, this expansion. And what I can also see is, like I said, really woody around the stem. So there is definitely a roughness here. It's almost like we've got caught in some old ways of expressing ourselves emotionally, some old ways of compressing ourselves emotionally, compressing ourselves creatively. So all of these things are kind of backing up, which I can feel is causing a little bit of a disturbance in the gut of those in our group. So stomach pain, this can be constipation or diarrhea, or just just general discomfort in the gut, having a hard time processing because we have so much old emotions, so much backlogged creativity that is stuck down there that is just kind of like extending our bodies, expanding our bodies in a way that feels really uncomfortable and hard to digest. So just taking a look at the roots of our group. And what I see is that the stem kind of comes down and the roots sort of travel along the center, along the side of the earth. So they don't actually really go in very deeply. Let me just see. Yeah, this big taproot is not even going into the earth. So a definite feeling of not being particularly grounded, and also that there's no place for that old shit to go, right? We have this stuff that's been backlogged, that's been stuffed down and down and down, and it's not being released into the earth. It's not being expressed through the throat. So just kind of sitting in the gut, this discomfort, which is it's upsetting the gut biome is what I'm actually hearing here. So a lot of the pain in the left side of the body, whether it be up in the ear or the jaw or the throat or the neck, whether it be all the way down to the feet, or even up in your brain, right? If you're having headaches on the left side, the gut biome is off because of all of this old and stagnant energy. So this really is having some effect on our stomachs here. Taking a look to see if there's anything else. There is a little bit of grounding, actually. It's curious, some new roots are just coming down from that left side. So there is a feeling of the feminine is really trying to come through strongly to support the release and the stabilization of our bodies. But those roots are very white. They're very thin. They're just brand new. So we do have this huge taproot, but like I said, it is kind of off and running off to the right, just kind of almost looks like a tube or a pipe that's kind of like along the top of the earth. Has a very strong feeling of having a vision of like these big oil pipelines that are going along. Definitely has a very masculine feel to the energy of this root that is not doing its job. Basically, it's not going into the center of the earth. It's transporting things off onto some faraway place, but it's not offering those to the earth in a way that will allow us to process these old emotions, to process all of the things that want to be released from our fields. So just going to take a look above now and see what's happening with the sun. The sun is where I can understand the divine essence in our field, our group field here for all of us that are ever watching this. Taking a look above, the sun is bright. It is right there, right in the very center. It's almost a white hot light, so it does feel very, very hot, but very supportive of the rose is what I can feel. It is sitting a little bit low too, so there is a feeling of being a little bit overwhelmed by spiritual information that's coming through right now. So but like I said, we've got this little block in our throat. So all of that spiritual information that's sort of raining down upon us, this beautiful yellow head of the rose that feels actually really healthy, filled with petals here. But it's all kind of like staying up in the head. So what I can feel here is because of that block in the throat, we are not able to process spiritual information really easily. We're not able to ground it into the center of the earth to be helping it to move through us. And we're certainly not being able to express ourselves creatively very easily here, or emotionally very easily. Creativity and emotion are so tied together, right? Any artist will tell you this. So my feeling is we have a lot of artists and a lot of creators here who are feeling this block to be able to release that creative energy. So just taking a look to see if there's anything else that is floating around that wants to be presented here. I do see a horse, a beautiful horse. It's brown. It's got like long flowing mane and a flowing tail. There is this definitely feeling of momentum coming through in the group. That there is momentum that is surrounding us. There is momentum in our divine light. There is this momentum that wants to come through us. What we're going to take a look at here, I can understand, is the block in the throat, the block in the fifth chakra that is causing some of this pain in the left side. And remember here, we're taking a look at like the deepest seed that we can look at here. So, and it is for this group aura. So, Spirit, how can I go ahead and support anybody who wants to be in healing today on the left side by clearing this throat blockage? So And what's coming through actually is a group past life that I can see here. The vision that comes through, the sort of symbol that comes through, is a building on fire. And what I can see is this is actually a city on fire. This is a city that has been sacked. There is burning going on. People are fleeing from their homes. There is panic. There is destruction. There is aggression. There is the feeling of being overtaken by a power that is bigger than yourself, that will not allow you to be safe and comfortable. So just taking a look a little bit more closely here, because this is a group past life that I'm taking a look at here. And what I can understand is that we are all in this together. We have all been in this place. It does feel like a European city. It is being attacked by folks coming down from the north, and it is brutal. The cries and the screams and the overwhelming pain is what I can feel here. So this is the stuck piece that is for all of this group that we are experiencing left body pain in. This is the stuck energy that I can help to support the release of now. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring up the symbol here, this burning building. I'm going to drop a cord from it to the center of the earth. I'm going to begin to rain a little bit of golden healing energy upon it as I begin to release this outdated past life of fear and destruction and having been attacked and our worlds being annihilated, releasing this from our fifth chakra of our group. So a little bit more earth energy up into the field of the group now to support this release. This symbol is coming down very, very quickly. Oh man, releasing so much here. So you may feel this in your fifth chakra, in your throat or your head. You may feel it somewhere else in your body, wherever that left side pain is impacting you. As I release this symbol, clearing this past life from our group's field, clearing up the fifth chakra so that we can express ourselves creatively and emotionally. Just clearing out the works here. A little bit more earth energy up into the field of our group and down the grounding cord, just really strongly grounding us to the center of the earth. Please remind yourself of the current date. Please remind yourself of your current age right this very moment. The date and the age will bring you back into this present moment if there's any bit of you that is stuck in this time, this past life. That symbol is totally released now. So I'm just going to go ahead now very gently, inviting a little bit of golden healing energy through the throat chakra of our group. Just very gently for those who wish to receive it. Clearing out anything that is old and outdated, bringing this chakra in your throat, your communication chakra, clearly into this present moment here. A little bit more earth energy all the way up very gently and dropping down our grounding cord. A little bit of earth energy up and dropping down the grounding cord. So I'm just going to go ahead and heal the entire field here. Now that we've got that block moving through, I can see that the base of the stem, so the second chakra, beginning to come in a little bit, and I can see some life coming back into our throat chakra of our group. So just going to invite anything that wants to move all the way up from the second chakra to come and gently fill the throat chakra, fill that place of communication, fill that place of expression with the creative and emotional energy. You could feel this. This could be, you could be feeling the intensity here. So just grounding yourself in a little bit more strongly. And the hip of that rose is expanding, and oh, it's curious. I can see that rose closing down just a little bit to 52%. It's turning from a yellow to kind of almost like a salmony, sort of peachy, pinky color now. Just raining a little bit of golden healing energy above. That sun has come up a little bit further away. It's like with the opening of that throat chakra, the divine light doesn't have to be blasting us so hard to try and get through. So just taking golden healing energy all the way through. Just releasing some of that old pain from the heart. And bringing golden healing energy all the way through to soothe and calm in our guts. And just I can see that grounding taproot, that major taproot, is beginning to make its way back now as it moves down into the earth, deeply grounding us to the center of the earth. On this current date, remind yourself of that. This current age that you are, remind yourself of that. Bring yourself present here. Beautiful, the roots are looking good. And with the rooting coming down, I can see a major drop from the creative and energetic, emotional chakra. Old stuff being released right down into the center of the earth. Releasing all of that old pain. Just bringing a little bit more earth energy up to help balance all the way up. Gently earth energy up. Collecting anything that is old and outdated, and now dropping that earth energy with the gravity of the earth right on down into the center of the earth. Raining a little bit more golden healing energy above. And just taking one more pass through from the top. Bringing down the golden healing energy all the way through your field, from your head, through your jaw, through your throat, your shoulders, through your chest, and your belly, your abdomen there, through your hips. Golden healing energy down your grounding cord, down through each one of your legs, and out the bottom of your feet. Just smoothing the aura of our group, just very gently releasing any tightness, anything uncomfortable, anything that's feeling out of place or out of alignment with the highest good for you now. Just reminding your energy field one more time of your current age and the current date. And just asking now what else I can do to support the healing of this group and the healing of the pain in our left side bodies. And we're going to pull a card actually as a final message for the day. This is from the Talisman Oracle by Nora Paskaleva. Just giving a little shuffle to these cards, reminding these cards of the current date here, and releasing from these cards anything that is not in alignment with the highest good for our group here. And I'm just going to ask Spirit to just show me the card that will be the final message for our group here today. And the final message is happiness. So there is a sunflower there, and there is the sun upon this card. And I'm just going to read from the little book because I like the book. So finding happiness. It's time to appreciate life with a bright and positive outlook. We all grow through difficulties, but when the waters are finally still, we can fill our hearts with gratitude and radiate the joy from what we have accomplished. Cherish every moment and shine brightly. The flower in the center of the card is soaking up the abundant positive energy from the sun, the two suns, and forms nourishing and delightful seeds. Practicing mindfulness and inner gratitude can open a new world for you, full of compassion, love, clarity, and joy. Radiate your energy and share this gift with others. Receiving people's help can bring you as much happiness as helping others. Don't be surprised if the joy becomes contagious. And the affirmation that goes along with this card is, I'm grateful for life and happiness. And so with that, we come to the end of this rose reading and healing for healing of left body pain. And so I am going to just totally disconnect from the group's energy and clearing a lot of matching energy that is coming up with me, because I too am experiencing pain on the left side of my body. And just letting you know that if you are interested to receive a private reading from me, you can find me on my website, which is psychicperry.com. And thank you so much for being willing today to receive this healing, and I'm looking forward to being with you again.